Play all season long right here on News Radio 850 WKBZ, beginning with our pregame show that starts 25 minutes before every Fury opening face-off in this 95-96 season. This is Fury Hotline presented by Pepsi. We're live for the Out of Bounds Sports Bar, and our lines are open at 798-2141, 798-2141, our number. Now, let's introduce to you our two Fury special guests. To my far left, defenseman, 6'2", 200 pounds, just celebrated his 22nd birthday, second-year pro from Cobourg, Ontario. This is his second season with the Fury. Last season in 71 games, he collected 11 points on a goal and 10 assists. I guess that would mean that you're the quintessential defensive defenseman. He was plus 11. He also earned the Fury's Most Gentlemanly Player Award for the 94-95 season. This season in 19 games, he has 2 points, a goal, and an assist. He's plus 2. He played his junior hockey with Owen Sound and Peterborough in the OHL Junior A. And last night, he celebrated his first penalty of the season. For the defense, number 3, welcome Mark Vilneff. Villy, the first question I want to ask you has nothing to do with your undergarments, but what I did want to ask you is, you shaved it off and then you grew it back. What's the story here with the goatee? Well, make up your mind.
Like I said before, when I was in here with you, I had it on. I was playing pretty good. Shaved it off, got injured, so I kind of went back to it for luck.
That's right. The last time you were here, you suffered one of those 10-bell ringers, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. How is the how is the brain power upstairs right now?
It's a lot better now.
Is it? As best as
my phone number and everything.
Yeah, what city you're in and so forth. You have to be pleased with not only your season, but the way the team has been playing. A great November, only 2 defeats the entire month.
Yes, I'm really pleased. Like Stewie said, we're playing very well in defense. Our defensive game, we keep our defensive game going, we get our offense going, and we got a good team to go all the way, I think. This
is Bill Stewart's style, which accentuates the defensive brand of hockey, has to be something that you really embrace because you're a defenseman. That means the forwards are going to come back and help you.
Yeah, it is. The way he plays the game for us, like illustrates everything, it really helps out us on the defense. We can get the puck skate back. We know that we got outlets. So we got time to look around, make the good pass, and get up there again.
How about your progress this season? Have you been satisfied with the progress you've made? This is your second season as a pro. I knew that wasn't going to work, Peter. I knew it wasn't going
to. My progress so far, I thought it was pretty good. I've learned a lot already from Stewie. I'd like to get a little more aggressive, but I haven't got the mean streak in me yet. I'm trying to get it, so hopefully I'll get it in there.
What would it take for Mark Vilneff to develop a mean streak?
I'm not too sure, actually. Hopefully I'll find it soon, though.
Do we have to call up your fiancée Kendra to determine the what would make you mean?
Maybe.
Maybe? All right, when we get into the audience, when we get into the audience later on tonight, shall we ask Kendra what would make Mark Vilneff mean? Shall we do that? What do you think? All right. Kendra's been forewarned, so if you happen to see her skedaddling out of her somebody flag her down and sit her back down again. Next to Mark, you know him well. He is back for another season with the Fury. He might be the premier centerman in the entire Colonial League. He's 5'9", 185, 23-year-old fourth-year pro. He was born in Rochester, New York. Last season, his resume was just bulging with accomplishments. Third leading scorer in the league, 122 points, 55 goals, 67 assists. He was fourth in the league in goals, assists, and shorthanded goals with 8. He led the league in power play goals with 22, and then he crowned the campaign by being the Colonial Cup playoff scoring champion, averaging virtually 2 points per game in 17 games, 13 goals and 20 assists. He decided to begin this season in Germany, opted to come back to Muskegon because he missed it here, And in 10 games thus far with the Fury, he has 17 points already, 7 goals, 10 assists, 3 power play goals. All 7 of his goals scored on the road. We're still waiting to notch a goal at home. He has 2 3-goal hat tricks on the road. And it's a pleasure to welcome back number 10, center Brett Seguin. Brett, I think this is the first time I've seen you without a Fury cap on, and now I understand why. We're just warming up here. Actually, welcome back. I'm sure you're pleased to be back. Tell us what happened in Germany. Why was such a short stint for you?
Well, I was over there and didn't turn out how I expected.
Well, let's try that again. Maybe you should have worn your hat tonight.
The team I was on and the situation just wasn't, like I said, what I expected, and I thought it'd be best for me to come back and see some familiar faces and some people that spoke English and have some fun over here again.
Was there a language barrier for you when you were there?
Yeah. I couldn't speak German.
Minor detail, right?
No, but it wasn't that. Like, the country was great, and, you know, the guys on the team were good, but it just wasn't a professional mentality, and so
Try to bring that mic closer to you so that all our ears are blown out.
Hello?
Yeah, try that. Try that. Bring it up close to you so we can hear you.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. Romance it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, romance it.
No, I'm really happy to be back, basically, and I don't regret going, but I don't regret leaving either, and now I'm happy to be back, and this team is another good team like last year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is it better than last year's team? There seems to be a debate raging right now. Which team was better, last season's team or this season's team, Brett?
Well, I think it's too early to say that. You know, by the end of the year last year, the end of the year team last year is probably better than the team right now, but we've got a lot of new guys and a new coach that are still learning each other's ways and what we do, so we're going to work towards that again.
Sometimes when players return from Europe prematurely, as you do, perhaps their conditioning isn't as strong because you're not playing as often in Europe. How was your conditioning when you returned?
Well, the first week of practice, I was hurting.
Yeah.
I was. It was, in Germany, you know, the beer's good, so.
Yeah.
That was one thing, but.
I notice you've kept it up here tonight, too.
Yeah, Bud Light's good, too.
Yeah.
But, no, over in Germany, practices weren't the same. It wasn't very intense. And coming back here, Stewie runs a tough practice, and I felt it for the first week, but, you know, it doesn't take long to catch up.
How's the foot? You took a shot right on the foot near the end of last night's game, and you were hobbling, and how is it right now?
Well, that's something I don't do too often is block shots, but last night...
And you won't be doing it anymore, right?
Well, I think I'll use my stick from now. Yeah. No, it's all right. It was just something that hurts for half an hour or something, then you forget about it.
Yes.
So
no swelling today?
No, it's all right.
Yeah. How about the shootout? You had the first shot in the shootout. Is there more pressure on that first shot?
Well, when your foot's sore.
Yeah, you kind of gimped in there, I noticed.
No, it's actually going first is probably the least pressure because, you know, it's tougher if you're fifth, and if you miss or score, it decides the game. But, you know, we had the shootout the other night, and I went first, and I scored, and this time I didn't, so at least I'm 50%.
Let's talk about your stint with the Vipers. How about, did anyone watch the game on Pass? Yeah. Brett Seguin had a one-game stint with the Detroit Vipers. I think they call that in the business, what, a cup of coffee? With the
yeah, something like that.
But you skated regularly. You were in the starting lineup, and the announcers they kept calling you Brett Seguin or Seguin.
Yeah.
Seguin, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you getting about sick of that around the third period? Were you getting about sick of that when they kept calling it a night game still in the post-game show? You think by now they would have known, right? All they had to do was look outside.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm used to that. I think there's been about 100 different arenas that have gave me 100 different names. I'm all right.
Well, how about the stint? What did you find most interesting about it?
Well, I don't know. It was nice to go up, and I've never been to the Palace before. It was a great place to play.
Did you stay for the Pistons game afterwards?
No,
Oh.
we came right back. But you know, I was glad we went up there, and myself and Scott Feasby, and we didn't sit on the bench. You know, they played us a regular shift, so that was nice.
Where did Rob Melanson sit?
I think he was up in at the beer garden.
Brett Seguin, Mark Vilneff, our special guest tonight on Fury Hotline, presented by Pepsi. We're live for the Out of Bounds Sports Bar. Our lines are open at 798-2141. 798-2141.